Hello, my name is Luke Piles. This is
Reghan.
Zeke Richie.
and today we are going to be rating Christmas movies. Everybody loves Christmas movies. They're a great thing to watch around this time of year. Get you really in the spirit of the holidays. So first up, we have one of my personal favorites, The Polar Express. What do you guys think about that movie?
I mean, The Polar Express, it's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great movie. Great movie. So, I learned something about the Polar Express.
Really?
Tom Hanks voices like at least 5 characters in the entire movie.
Does he really?
I'm not lying to you. I saw it on Instagram, and you know what? It could be false. Okay,
I know, I feel like it's true.
It very well could be true.
I can admit where I'm
We
wrong.
could be
but-
spreading false information right now.
Yes,
Zeke does that.
I do. But Tom Hanks played voiced like 5 characters, which I thought was crazy. I knew he voiced one character.
I
knew
think
he
it's a
voiced
classic.
different stuff.
When I was in elementary school, we used to like dress up and like my teachers would make hot chocolate and we would just take a whole day to just watch The Polar Express, and it was just a perfect day. I mean, I love The Polar Express. I give it a solid like 8 out of 10.
Looking back on the movie now, it can get pretty silly sometimes.
Or boring. It's kind of long.
It drags on sometimes, but
Yeah.
for the most part, it's a fine movie. I gotta give it an 8 out of 10.
Same rating here, 8 out of 10.
Okay.
All right, pretty consistent ratings on that one.
8 out of 10.
Next up, we got Frosty the Snowman. This one's more of a short. I think it's only like half an hour to an hour long, but it still has a special place in my heart. What do you guys think about Frosty
10 out
the
of
Snowman?
10.
10 out of 10? Really?
10 out of
What do
10.
you think?
Has
10
the
out of
best,
10?
It's
best
just
soundtrack.
like-
Gosh.
It's entertaining for all ages.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic.
It's underrated.
It's
Very
so
underrated.
underrated.
Very
Big
underrated.
fans of Frosty the
If
Snowman.
you don't like Frosty the Snowman, you don't like the world. I don't know what to
I
tell
like
you.
Frosty the Snowman, but I don't think I can give it a 10 out of 10. I think I gotta give it like 7.5. I mean, it's a
Hey,
good movie.
lower
It's
than The
just like,
Polar
I don't think
Express?
I don't think it's as good as the Polar Express.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump.
Okay, I'll give it an 8. Are you
Okay,
happy
yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah. That changed your
I'll,
mind.
I'll
Yeah, that
give
changed
it.
your
I'll
mind.
give it on par with the Polar Express.
Hey, your opinion, man, is your opinion. You're allowed to be wrong, all right?
Okay.
You're allowed to be wrong.
After that, I am going to go for my personal favorite, Charlie Brown's Christmas. Another short. I love this movie. It's so good. 10 out of 10 for me.
11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Me and my grandma watch this all the time. My grandma loves Snoopy. It's amazing. 11 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
You were wrong. Leave.
6 out of 10.
Why?
It's the same thing as Luke not liking Frosty the Snowman as much.
I didn't dislike Frosty the Snowman.
Don't even.
It's a
you give it a
fine
7.5.
movie. Yeah.
I said thumpity thump thump thumpity thump.
6
thump.
is way lower than
How
a
can-
7.5. That is a 15%
6.
drop.
How can you
6.
give it a 6?
And
It's a
also-
classic.
Charlie
It's-
Brown has just so much going. It just has too much. Too much.
Okay, sure.
Wait,
Next up, we have Elf.
10
Which
out of 10.
It's a good movie.
10
It's
out
a-
of
it's a
10.
10 out of
10 out of 10.
It's a really good
Will
movie.
Ferrell will never do that.
It's a
again.
really good movie.
10 out of 10.
He's an elf.
Will
He's,
Ferrell.
he's an elf.
Will Ferrell has never had to play a character that wasn't him. Will
Mhm.
Ferrell plays Will Ferrell in every movie. Same way Adam Sandler does.
Yeah.
Like,
I just watched Elf yesterday.
Yeah,
Sat and ate
no,
mac
it's
and
so
cheese
good.
while I was
Oh my God.
watching Elf. It's so
Mhm.
good.
great movie.
After that, we got Jim Carrey's Grinch, the live-action Grinch, which I really like that movie.
Mhm.
It's kind of stupid. Jim Carrey's face that he makes throughout the entire movie is amazing. Like the whole Grinch character is very, it's well portrayed.
Agreed.
So for that, I gotta give it like a 9 out of 10.
I'm on 9 out of 10. Yeah.
9.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
a good
one of my
movie.
favorite movies.
It also tends to scare little children a lot.
Oh,
which
that's
I
one of my
also
favorite things
enjoy.
about it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
enjoy that. Yeah. It's
Next
so
up is a movie that my family watches every year, even though a lot of the time I don't want to because it's kind of boring. It's A Wonderful Life.
I've
It's
never
a-
watched this.
It's a tearjerker. I love it.
I understand it's a classic movie, it's good. It's just when you watch it every year, at a certain point it gets repetitive.
It's a tradition.
And it's time to,
It's like having
time to
Thanksgiving
find
every
something
year.
else. Yeah, but Thanksgiving you get food. This is the exact same
Okay, It's a Wonderful
movie.
Life. You get Christmas joy every year. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that.
It's a Wonderful Life. It's just
It's a Wonderful Life,
a
exactly.
slow movie. It's not
You're a
bad.
slow movie.
It's good. It's endearing. It's very nice. It's just that it's kind of slow. And for that, I gotta give it like a 7.5 out of 10.
I can't rate this movie. I've never watched it.
Well, it's a 9 out of 10, so they're both wrong. So.
Okay. Next up is just Hallmark movies in general.
0.
Because let's be real, they're all pretty much the same.
They are.
Hey,
0.
quit your 6-figure making job and come live in a Christmas cottage for a month.
Yeah, you live in a
0.
city where you have a job that can get you anything you may ever need. Screw that. Come live in the middle of nowhere where you have absolutely no career opportunities.
In a town called Jingleberry.
Yeah.
Can I rate it negative numbers?
At your grandfather's
-5.
At your grandfather's gingerbread making shop.
I absolutely hate Hallmark Christmas movies.
Listen.
No,
My
I can't say
parents-
anything.
My mom knows I hate Hallmark movies.
Objectively, they're not good, but they're a bad good. They're a fun to watch movie.
Yeah, like,
I gotta give it at least an 8 out of 10.
I love some Hallmark.
No,
movies.
they're
0.
funny.
It's
Zero.
they're at least an 8 out of 10.
It's a good time watching.
8 out of 10.
They
Zero.
it's a good time in a way that the directors did not intend it for it to be a good time.
Like, I
Yeah.
get it, like, watching it with your friends and making
But they're
fun
getting
of
good
it.
feedback,
That's
so they're
fine.
like, we're just gonna keep.
yeah,
doing
they're
it.
gonna keep making them.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Because millennial white moms everywhere.
Oh yeah, they love them. Unironically, they
Unironically.
think they're objectively good movies.
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
wrong, but like they
you
love
know
them.
how many Hallmark movies get played on my TV daily?
Oh, several probably.
Several.
Well, next up is a very controversial one. Personally, I'm not really sure if it's a Christmas movie at all. It's Die Hard.
Die Hard is 10 out of 10. Die Hard is 10 out of 10. I'm no longer
Guys,
voicing
what
an
the heck
opinion
is
on
Die
it.
Hard?
It's a 10
It's
out of 10.
it's an action movie. The only tie it has to
Does it have
Christmas is
Santa
that it
in it?
happens during Christmas.
It's
That's
a
the day
Christmas
that happens.
movie.
Does it have Santa in it?
So I understand the
It's
argument
a Christmas
that
movie.
it's not a Christmas movie because nothing Christmassy happens in it. But I also understand
It's
the argument that
Christmas.
technically,
Oh, wait, I might have
because
seen
it
this,
happens
actually.
during Christmas, it's a Christmas
It's
movie.
It is a Christmas
But like,
movie.
really,
4 out of
it's
10.
not a Christmas movie. It's just it happens to take place during the holidays.
It's
4
a
out of
Christmas
10.
movie. It's a 10 out of 10. Go
Now,
watch
if I
Die
was
Hard.
rating the movie itself, I would give it a pretty high rating. But since I'm rating its ability to be a Christmas movie, I have to give it like a 3 out of 10. The movie itself is good. It's just that it's not a Christmas movie.
This is
and
called
this is a
rating Christmas movies,
list.
so this would be like a 1 out
So
of 10.
this is like a 3 out of 10.
It's 10 out of 10.
It's
Don't
not a
listen to
Christmas
them.
movie.
Don't listen to them.
Now,
Next up is our last one, but we're going out strong, is Home Alone, which is a very fun movie. I
10
love
out
that
of 10,
movie.
10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10, 18
It's a
out of
good
10.
movie.
Infinity out of 10. Is that a
Infinity
thing?
out of
Can
10.
we do
Kevin
it?
carries every single movie.
Kevin McAllister was a great character. I love that movie. His little crazy traps. He came up with his own word. The people used to McAllister something is to come up with some ridiculous trap. I love that. I love Kevin McAllister. He's a very funny guy.
Why didn't we put the Krampus on this list?
Chris, I've never watched Krampus, and that's a
I've
horror
never watched
movie.
it either.
It's a horror movie.
Is it
It's a
good?
Christmas horror movie.
Yeah, but like we
So if that's a
hey,
Chris-
I wanted to add Christmas with the Cranks, but neither of you had seen it.
I don't-
So I couldn't add it, right?
Yeah, we're
But
not-
you want to add Krampus, neither of us have seen it, so we can't add it either.
Okay, I
Alright,
didn't know
just
that
to be
neither of you
fair.
have seen it.
Yeah. If
Back
Kramp-
to Home Alone.
If Krampus
Kevin
is on the
McAllister
list,
is
Die
great,
Hard's
and we
a
all
Christmas
gave it a
movie.
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
This has
is
been
it.
Luke Piles,
Yeah.
Zeke Ritchie, and Reagan Carlson rating Christmas movies.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, and good night.
Bye.